Hello, my name is Chloe, welcome to my channel and welcome to weekly reading vlog, I think 206. So we are starting a very exciting kind of couple of weeks for me. It is currently Monday the 9th. Monday the 9th. I have a few things this week. So tomorrow I have a Megan Moroney concert. I was not going to this. I didn't have a ticket and then I found one like resale ticket, jumped on it. So I'll be going to see Megan Moroney tomorrow. I will link the playlist I've done down below of her set list. She's not that well known, like she is but she's not, and she has some very popular songs, but I doubt many people listening to me talk now have heard of her. So I'm gonna go see Megan Moroney tomorrow. I'm just going straight after work. I'm not going to do my camp outside for 7 hours like I did for Bailey Zimmerman, but yeah, it'll just be an after work job. And then nothing else really. I'm going on Friday to my best friend's house. She just got a new cat called Luna, so I get to go meet Luna on Friday. And then Sunday I'm going to Spain. I say Sunday, it's more like 1 AM Saturday we have to leave the house, but it's me, my dad, my mom, my sister and her boyfriend are going to Spain on Saturday night, Sunday morning, so that should be fun. We've got a week in Spain to read and chill and drink cocktails and eat loads of food. It's going to be good fun. Straight off the back of that, I'm coming back and going on a work trip to Finland. So yeah, I'm on the night flight to Amsterdam before changing to a Helsinki flight. So night flight to Amsterdam with my boss is going to be interesting. I'm sure we're going to be surrounded by stag doos, but it's going to be a good time. So reading, what am I going to read in the days up to Spain? I have put out a separate holiday TBR, which you would have seen because by the time you see this video, I'm going to have been back from my trips because I need to edit. So I had a whole separate holiday TBR, but what do I want to read before that? I'm currently reading The Club by Ellery Lloyd. I am round about 235 pages into this, so quite a ways. I am enjoying it. It's a weird mystery thriller. We're on an island where rich people have to like buy their entrance in, really. It's like all celebrities. They're not allowed phones while they're there. And there's been all these rumours going around of like who's going to be attending the opening party. And it says, the weekend slowly turns deadly because in a world where your reputation is everything, you do anything to keep it. It is really good. I like where it's going. We'll see what happens at this last bit, but I'm predicting a 4-star. We'll see. Another book that I need to read is A Court of Thorns and Roses. I only read up to page 58 yesterday, so I really need this done this week. I say need, like I would like to have it done this week. I know that I can finish it even tonight if I sit and really pay attention to it. I am physically annotating this one, which I know hurts some people's hearts, but I have highlighted this copy, so I'm going back in, adding a few more highlightings, but I'm also writing in it. That one's just me underlining it, so that's kind of like a highlight. I did make a mistake. I was trying to draw like an arrow and then I went a weird way with it and now it's just a squiggle, and that's really going to bother me like till the end of time, but I can't correct it now. But like here we have some underlining, a little message which is with my weird squiggle, some different coloured highlighting. I know it's going to hurt some people's hearts, but I am ripping to shreds my original cover of ACOTAR. Then there's an arc that I need to read on my Kindle. It's called The Trail Often Crossed by Amber Cordova, I believe it is. And I'm going to be reading that tomorrow. I'm thinking while I'm in the queue, I'm not going to be there early enough for my queue friends. So I'm just going to eat before I go kind of things. I'm not eating in the queue and just stand with my Kindle and read it. It is a country themed book. I don't know much about it at this stage, but I'm pretty sure it's country themed. So I'll read it then, and then I'm up on a balcony. So I'll be either sat with strangers or like over a balcony looking over the strangers. So I can always like have my hands out and you know, I'm not squished like this in a crowd. I can actually like space out and read on my Kindle. So that is what I'm gonna do while I'm waiting for the concert, like between the support and the real like and Megan. I don't know who the support is. That's a good point. Damn. Right, I've got work to do. It is Monday. So that's my plans for the week. I've realised if I give you a massive TBR, it's never gonna happen. So there are 2 more books I want to read that total about 1,800 pages. This is only going to be until Saturday night because I have a whole different TBR for my travels. So for now, I will stick with an ARC, ACOTAR, and this ebook that I've nearly finished already. Hopefully I'll read more, but I won't promise it and then I can't let you down. Hello from this glorious, gloomy Tuesday morning. Yes, I'm still wearing the same shirt. Yes, I will be getting changed. I should just not acknowledge it. But I'm not going to get changed to film the vlog clip and lie. Megan Moroney concert today, so I need to get started on work, and then at lunchtime I'm going to get changed, so then at literally 5 o'clock I can be like power off in the car, get driving. Because I've got a feeling it's going to take me a while to get into the centre of Birmingham at rush hour, but we'll see. Reading updates from yesterday. I finished the club, and did I give it 3.5 or did I give it 3? I think it's a 3, because as I was telling you, I really enjoyed the premise of this book. I think it's very interesting. It's a good setup. I think it could have gone a lot darker. The reason why it gets 3 stars for me is I was not excited by the ending at all. I still don't think I could quite tell you exactly each event, because I was just like, oh, okay, like let it be over, which is sad, because the premise is amazing, but the actual like parts that were meant to thrill me didn't thrill me. So I've given it a 3. Maybe I should have given it some more attention, but it just didn't do anything special, I'm afraid. Yeah. A razor-sharp satire on the uber elite that ramps up the revelations to a deeply satisfying reckoning. I don't think it did. I don't think it did. So the next audiobook I started, I've been playing a lot of Supermarket Simulator, so I need an audiobook to keep me going. I started The First to Die at the End by Alan Silvera. I had wanted to read this for a while. I reread They Both Die at the End, but hadn't quite picked this up. I'd pre-ordered this, and I've got like the signed exclusive edition, and yeah, I already was a little bit choked up at something that happened. So this is, if you've read They Both Die at the End, this is the prequel, and it is about the first launch of Deathcast. So Deathcast is a service that will call you on the day you're going to die to inform you that it is your last day. Deathcast is calling for the very first time. So we're following Orion and Valentino. Orion has a heart condition, so he signed up for Deathcast thinking that he will just now know when his last day is, so he can stop worrying about when the heart condition is gonna take his life. Valentino is just moving into New York with his twin sister, and he's ready to like launch his modelling career. He's waiting for his sister to join him in New York, so he goes to the Deathcast launch party where he meets Orion. Then Deathcast calls for the first time, and one of the boys is the first receiver of a Deathcast call. And yeah, that's where I've got to. That's where the blurb gets to, and that's where I've got to. So I really think this has 5-star potential. It's very long. Seeing how quick the Deathcast call happened, I don't quite know why it's this long. I mean, we'll see. So what I should have actually been reading, ACOTAR, I'm on page 155. So I have read a little bit more, but I'm just not thrilled by this right now. I don't dislike it, obviously, it's ACOTAR. But yeah, I'm not massively thrilled. I like really want to read more. I can't wait to read Akamath, but yeah, it's not like drawing me in to read it. Is that because I'm annotating a book for the second time? It's the first time I've ever done that before, so maybe I'm going in like, oh, how do I read a book that I've already scribbled all over and I want to scribble more on it. I have been scribbling. I say scribbling, I've been scribbling lovely. So just, I know some of you are particularly worried about my annotations. So this one was me highlighting something about what a character would do, and then I wrote a very, very neat note about it. So the annotations are under control, they're not scribbles. But yeah, that's what I should be reading. I was supposed to have a very busy day at work yesterday and it didn't quite happen, so I feel like today is going to be worse when today's normally calmer. So I'm going to set myself up at my desk. I've been chatting away when I should have been reading for the morning. I'll set myself up, I'll see what happens. I will try and dip into this a little bit while I'm waiting for things, but yeah, as soon as lunch hits, it's get dressed for Megan. I don't know why I'm like nervous about this one. I think this is a good like soft launch because I'm going to Falling in Reverse in November and I have a seated ticket and I'm going by myself. And obviously, and that's like a whole arena situation, and I'll be sat by myself between people I don't know, and it's not country. I've been to concerts by myself, but I've never been seated by myself. So today is seated but balcony, so I was going to stand behind the balcony. Falling in Reverse is seated with strangers, and it's not country. So I don't know how I feel about it. Still feel kind of weird about it, won't lie. So yeah, this is like soft launching to being by myself, because if you're standing and you've gone solo, you can move. You could be like, actually don't vibe with this situation, I'm gonna go find a new situation. You can't do that when you're seated. So yeah, we will see how tonight goes. Okay, it is now Wednesday morning. I'm a little bit tired, a little bit worse for wear. Megan Moroney was fantastic last night. I'll put some clips here. I got there at like 6:30 for a 7 o'clock doors. which terrified me because I've never been that late. It's not even late, but I did manage to get a good spot. I was right on the top. Didn't get a seat. Unless you've been to the Institute in Birmingham, you probably don't know what I mean, but it's like completely unreserved seating. So I didn't get a seat. I was kind of stood above the seats, and I could see. Like, it wasn't great for filming. I've only got an iPhone 13, so the zoom isn't quite as good as the newer cameras, so I didn't manage to get as many good videos. I don't take my vlogging camera anymore since I took it to John Pardee, filmed like the whole set, and the sound didn't pick up right. So yeah, that's the footage I've got. It was great. Really happy I went. I wasn't going originally, got the ticket last week, so it's like a unexpected, spontaneous good time. So enjoyed it a hell of a lot. Yesterday at work was very, very quiet. Very quiet. I knew it was going to be like the calm before the storm, because then at 4 o'clock everything kind of came in when I wanted to get on the move for the concert. So I did manage to read a lot of ACOTAR. I'm now on page 304. So I've only got, what, 200 pages left? No, 100 pages left. 110. 112 if we want to be precise. So hopefully I can get this finished today. No, I will get this finished today. I'm hosting Patreon sprints later tonight. I do have that arc I was supposed to read, The Trail Often Crossed, but in the queue outside the venue, I just scrolled on my phone for a little bit, and then the guy stood in front of me, started chatting a little bit, so we had a bit of a chat instead of me reading my Kindle. And then in the venue, there was an older guy stood next to me who's very chatty and wanted to talk about concerts and things. And then there was like a mother and daughter couple on the other side of me that would occasionally chat to me. So I didn't actually get to read on my Kindle, which I don't know why. I just didn't want to be rude and pull out my Kindle, but why am I bothered about what strangers think of me? I need to sort that out in my own head. But yeah, so I wasn't rude to these strangers and didn't read. I started it this morning and I read like 5 pages. So the plan for today is to finish off ACOTAR, and like obviously including reading sprints, read that arc as well. Get them both done today would be fantastic, seeing as I wanted to read this like over the weekend. I'm kind of behind with my TBR, but we can pull it off today and catch up. I might listen to a bit more of The First to Die at the end. It just depends what I get on at work, if I have the like capability to work and listen. Otherwise, I should probably say it, need to say it out loud. I was gonna read Imaginary Friend this week. It's not gonna happen. I might try. I don't know, I still haven't picked up Saving Six, and I said I was going to read Saving Six, but I just can't fit it into my TBR. Like, I can't bump everything down to read it. So it is going to happen. I just don't know when at this current moment. So yeah, that's the rough plan. I'll have more of a plan when I know if I can get through ACOTAR and the E-Arc. So maybe tomorrow I've got more of a plan of how to attack the last 3 days of the week that I am around. A little bit of editing to do as well in the next couple of days to make sure all my videos are edited for while I'm away. That's that. I'll catch up with you later on. Hello, I don't know when I last updated you. It is now Friday morning. I am very, very cold. I'm in like sweatpants, joggers, whatever we're calling them. I have just had a shower, so my hair's wet. That's making me colder. Why am I telling you this? You don't care. Did I tell you I finished ACOTAR? If I did, I will crop this out. But if I didn't, I finished ACOTAR on the 11th. We're currently the 13th, so Wednesday. Finished this on Wednesday, and yeah, 5-starred it. Is this the best book I've ever read? No. Am I getting 5-star levels of enjoyment? Yes. This is just so easy to read. I'm so happy I went through and annotated. Like, it just made me so happy to read it again. I have now got a month until the live show, so I need to be refreshing myself closer to the time. But for now, that is another book done. We are further through the Trash for Mass read along, and next month I'll be reading ACOMAF, and I'm very excited about it. Then I've also finished The Trail Often Crossed by Amber Cordova, and I've given this 4 stars. It was really good. It wasn't the best romance ever, but it did do something really new which I appreciated. It was a motocross romance, and anyone who's watched my vlogs before will know that I actually felt weird about this one, because all the motocrossers in my life are like my sister's boyfriend. My dad used to do motocross. I go to the events and I have like many friends, but a motocrosser love interest was very exciting and different to me, not something I thought about. So I did have a really good time with it. I wish there'd been more focus on the bikes, to be honest, which I know people say that about like the F1 romances they're reading. I'm not an F1 girl, I'm more of a motocross girl, so the fact that I had a romance, I was really happy about it. But I wish we would have got more in depth of it. I don't really understand what kind of racing they were doing, to be honest. It was more like trials. I don't know anything about trials. That kind of put like a dampener on it. Yeah, I wish it was just like standard motocross racing. It was kind of cool to see them on bikes. I understood what they were talking about. They'd throw in like a 250 or 450 reference at some point and I was like, oh, I know this. So yeah, I did enjoy that element of it. There was a suspense part of it which I feel like could have been done better. I wasn't like on the edge of my seat about it. It was really clear what was going on. So I wish we'd have had a bit more depth and a bit stronger there. But overall, the romance was very good. The love interest also spoke Spanish, so we had like a little bit of bilingual flirting going in there. That was kind of nice. And yeah, the smutty scenes were pretty damn good. So 4 stars, very good. Not my next favourite thing, but would recommend it. The first one in the series is a American football romance, I believe, and they're all linked together. And I don't think I'll be reaching for it, but I also wouldn't say no. So it's now Friday. I have a day and a half, and my half day now is working until I go away. So what do? I want to read Saving Six, but do I actually read Imaginary Friend? Because I have got things to do over the next 2 days, so I can't just be sat reading. So I think I'm going to pick up Imaginary Friend and push Saving Six again out of this week. So that means it'll be out of next week, which means it'll be out of the week after. I think it's time for Imaginary Friend. Thing is, I do want to read it because obviously I own it, but I'm not massively obsessed with the idea. So maybe I get it started and we see what happens. But if I start Saving Six, I will finish Saving Six. I'm going to give Imaginary Friend a go and see what happens. I need to read it, put my big girl pants on, and read a 700-page horror. I got this. I'm an idiot. It's called The Trail Often Crossed because they are trails riding, which I still don't get, but that's what they're doing and that's why it's called that. There's 2 covers. The cover I read doesn't make it obvious. The other cover makes it more obvious. Anyway, I was just reviewing and noticed that. Guys, I am so tempted to take this to Spain. What's the worst that could happen? But I'm trying to not take books that aren't on my TBR because then I won't read my TBR. But if I make this the final book I read, then I've just carried it around for a week. Like I've carried it in my bag when I don't need to and it's heavy. This feels like it'd be a good pull read. Just this huge book. Am I going to read as much as I think I am? Yes, because all I have to do is read and drink cocktails. I'll put it near my bag and if there's space, it's happening. But I will be reading You Deserve Each Other first. I haven't actually talked about my holiday TBR. There is a separate video that went up while I was away, so it's going up in the future from this clip. And I have set out the 5 books I want to read. I am there for 6 nights, 7 days, I think it is. So I am gonna have time to read. I'm also taking my Kindle. So if I take this, I don't need my Kindle, but I'm gonna take my Kindle anyway, because you know, what if I run out? I'm gonna take this giant book. So that means I'm gonna start Saving Six right now. Best of both worlds. I just found it on my Kindle. So I don't need to take this massive book and I will dedicate Kindle time to reading it when I've finished my physical reads, or if I finish You Deserve Each Other on the plane, which I'm now not in focus. If I finish that on the plane, then I will also have my Kindle on my, like actually holding it hand luggage, not above my head hand luggage. So yeah, solutions. Okay, so I just finished the audiobook for The First to Die at the End and I'm weirdly conflicted on a rating, so I think I need to sit on it for a little bit longer. I want to say 4. It was really, really good and I was quite choked up at the end, but I think, like, I actually feel like I could cry now. I think the shock factor of they both die at the end got it 5 stars. This one, it is amazing. I love how it links into they both die at the end. I love the story. Was it a little bit long? I don't know. I'm just not obsessed with it. I was starting to think, do I need to keep this book? And then was battling on that internally. So I'm going to keep it because it's not like I don't have the space. But yeah, I'm just not as obsessed with it. So for right now, it doesn't have a rating. It is currently 5 PM. I have not had a nap. I'm leaving here in 6 hours. I need to shower, I need to like get dressed, pack my electronics, but I'm doing my cataloguing spreadsheet because that is clearly what I should be doing. So I can change that from currently reading to read. I've not read my physical book. Saving Six has not happened. Imaginary Friend has not happened. But I've been doing my spreadsheet and I finished my audiobook. So a win overall? Not too sure. hello to the vlog. We were just having a swim, weren't we, Dad? Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm now going to chill and read You Deserve Each Other. Dad is hiding in the corner because we've just got back from the beach and we've checked into this hotel room, so I thought I'd give you a once around because it's pretty cool. I haven't actually looked in here yet. Snazzy shower, snazzy mirror. Is that a real plant or a fake plant? I have no, it's fake, I think. And then we have a bidet, obviously, fun. Then we have slippers and foot cream. And here's my little bed. There's then some pillow spray. A biscuit? Have you eaten it? Dad's already eaten his. There's a biscuit. A little wireless charger on the lamp. Oh, I haven't checked this out yet. We've got our little coffee station. And then there's a mini bar, apparently. I don't quite know what's in the mini bar. Nothing, because I'm trying to open the door the wrong way. A couple of beers. A couple of Cokes. Some apples. Little lamp. And then we have the balcony. We're not too high up, so this isn't too terrifying. But yeah, look at this, quite cute. Bit close for comfort, but cute. Mummy, don't eat it. Go on, Mum. Hello. Apologies for a weird angle. You are on a Coke can on the balcony, so noise as well. There is a street literally right down there. People are eating ice cream, like it's loud. But it's actually now Monday night and I just didn't find like an appropriate time to wrap up the vlog yesterday. We got here at like 10 AM I think it was, so I didn't sleep from Friday night. Yeah, I slept Friday night, didn't sleep all of Saturday and Sunday, so I was a little bit tired. But yeah, made it here, went to the pool, went to the beach, went out for dinner, had some ice cream on the way home, and yeah, I actually did not manage to finish my book. I need to keep remembering that the flights are not as long. So I had started You Deserve Each Other by Sarah Hogle. This one will finally actually be read, but I did start it on the plane, but I slept through most of the flight, and then read this a little bit on the beach. Didn't finish it. You will hear about that in the next vlog because I'm very close to finishing it. But yeah, I was reading this. On that note though, there is really nothing else to go in last week's vlog. I need to start filming today's vlog because I'm actually now a day behind. So if you watch the vlog to this point, then please leave me a hotel emoji. Like a building. You can see all the buildings. That's the only thing I can think of right now. So please leave me an emoji like a hotel to show me you got to this point in the video. I hope you enjoy next week's. Next week's is obviously the rest of this trip and we head home on Saturday night, so hopefully a lot of holiday footage for you to see. But for now, that's all for this vlog, so thank you very, very much for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed and I will see you in my next one. Bye.